Morning. We're doing some more training videos. Wanted to talk to you today about the hose load on engine 2. We've still got the AAA, 150-foot AAA, top and middle. On the bottom we have a modified Minuteman with 2 flat stacks. As you can see, this is not deployable from the driver's side. It exits out on the passenger side. So we're going to walk around in just a second. We're going to show you how to shoulder the load, how to deploy the load. But just so you see, you got your flat stack, but you see how they're covered up, and it deploys from here. Go to deploy the line. You'll notice it's coming off the officer and firefighter side. You're going to grab your hose pack, your modified Minuteman here. So you'll grab the nozzle in the bottom loop. This hose pack will come out. You'll shoulder it on your left shoulder. You'll reach back with your right arm. This is your dump loop. This is your halfway loop. So as you walk away, you're going to keep these tight in your hand until you feel tension on this. That's emptying out the bed. You'll keep your hand on, you'll keep this loop on your arm. You may want to drop it down to your hand. You'll keep laying line out until that gets tight. You'll drop it. And by that time, you've got the Minuteman bundle on your shoulder. You're going to keep walking. It's going to pay off of the top of the hose pack. And then whenever you get to your firefighting stance, you should have the nozzle there with you and a little bit of slack where you can lay that out and make your firefighting attack. So Casey's going to come up here. He's going to pull the hose bundle. You're going to try to find the midway point on the bundle. It is relatively heavy. You're going to shoulder that. Going to reach back, grab those 2 loops as he walks. He's going to keep walking. He's going to let that drop. He's going to keep this other loop in his hand, and as he walks, he's paying out all of this line. Now you'll notice his line is flaking out. He's in a firefighting position. Now his hose pack is going to start feeding off the top of his shoulder where he's ready to fight fire. Go ahead and drop the bundle, Casey. At this point, we still have 100 feet of firefighting. Secondary firefighter is going to come in, make sure we don't have kinks. Now we're ready to advance into your fire building. This hose load is really good for setback buildings, setback houses, apartment complexes. If we have a big box store that has a longer lay-in. So this is how you deploy that load. In just a minute, we're going to go over how to pack it back. Comes time to load this hose back. We're going to lay it back in 2 single flat lay stacks. 1 stack here, 1 stack here. Then we'll start with our Minuteman. We'll start with the nozzle, and we'll just lay in a Minuteman hose pack. So this does need to go to the back of the hose bed. It just goes to a single flat lay stack. One of the important parts about this lay is that you have got to dress it. So when we come in and then we have 1 line down, we're going to come in, we're going to make our dump loop here. And we start feeding our hose in. Make sure you're taking time to do your short longs. You're taking time to pack this in because it is a lot of hose to fit into this bed, but if you pack it in the right way, it deploys pretty easily. So when you're laying this back in, your coupling's going to lay in the flat stack. When you get 2 more loops, so when you get 2 more folds past that coupling, you're going to take your hose and you're going to fold it underneath. Now whenever we go to start doing our second flat stack, it's going to go inside that loop so it dresses it. So now we're just going back to doing a standard flat stack on our hose line. Pays in just flat, but whenever you pay it in, it's going to have to tuck into that loop so it dresses it up so it doesn't get hung up in the bed. We're going to go ahead and lay our halfway point loop right there. We're going to start laying back our Minuteman hose pack or modified Minuteman. So we're gonna lay our nozzle in. If you lay your nozzle in a little bit recessed, it actually holds in here pretty well, pretty balanced. Then we're gonna start laying in our hose. It's just like a single flat stack lay, but in a Minuteman configuration. Oh, sorry, you good? When you go to lay your hose back in here, make sure that you do a couple Dutchmans behind this nozzle so that you're able to even up this hose pack so it doesn't get so lumpy in the middle. Otherwise, it just lays in simple, just like a modified Minuteman. We'll lay a stack right here above the nozzle. We'll lay another stack right here, and then it's going to be ready to deploy, and we'll make our connection on top. Once you lay in your flat stack here, you got your female in, you got your male in from your second flat stack there. This is where you're going to make your connection to hook up your Minuteman pack to your flat stacks.